Well, hello and welcome everybody. My name is Eric Carlson, and over the next few minutes we're going to talk about a major breakthrough in health and nutrition. This is the newest product for NatureRich, which is Liposomal Glutathione with vitamin C. Let me say that one more time. Liposomal Glutathione with vitamin C. Now, this product is a game changer. It is major. And as I get to tell you the story today, if you don't get excited about the information that I share with you today and how important it is for the health of you and your family and the people that you know and love, then I am going to have to come over there and check your pulse, because every time I get to talk about this product, I get fired up. Now, the first character, and there are three characters that we get to talk about today, three main ingredients of this product that are huge. The first one is vitamin C. Now, I assume that most of you listening to this recording are somewhat familiar with vitamin C. You see it on all kinds of packaging at the grocery store. You hear people take it when they get the cold and flu. But did you know that people with higher levels of vitamin C live healthier and longer lives than those with lower levels? Did you know that it's a powerful antioxidant? Think of that antioxidant as anti-aging, but is it a powerful antioxidant that helps to protect your DNA and so much more? It is essential for moving fat into the mitochondria where it is used for energy. Do you know anybody out there that would like to shed some unwanted pounds? And then finally, it is a key essential nutrient that is required to make collagen. Now, collagen is the structural support for our entire body, including our blood vessels, our tendons, our ligaments, our bones. It is a major component of staying healthy and strong. Now, when we look at the animal kingdom, we come to understand that almost every animal makes their own vitamin C, with just a few exceptions. The only ones I've been able to learn about are guinea pigs, a few primates, and humans. Now, the reason I bring up that story is because when you look at the quantity of the amount of vitamin C that these animals are making, for a 160-pound animal, it's somewhere between 10 grams and 20 grams of vitamin C. And right now, the RDA for vitamin C is about 60 micrograms per day. Now, this has led to a number of specialists who have devoted their life to studying vitamin C to really make the statement that they consider most Americans living in a subclinical state of scurvy because they're so deficient in vitamin C, and they don't have enough to produce all of the collagen that we talked about earlier that their body needs on a daily basis. And the byproduct of this is some not so exciting situations in regard to your health. But now that we know that information, it still doesn't solve one of the major challenges, and that's how would you effectively raise your vitamin C level up in your body to that ideal amount. You see, when you try to supplement with vitamin C through the traditional methods, most of it ends up passing right through your body, and you don't get a high absorption of the vitamin C. This has led health practitioners to do vitamin C IVs when you're dealing with somebody with a major health crisis or somebody who's just really passionate about life and longevity and health. Now, getting an IV is expensive, it's time consuming, but it is one of the old solutions to truly getting your vitamin C levels up. Now, the second player, or the second character in our story today, is glutathione. Now, glutathione might be a substance that you've never heard of before. In fact, Dr. Oz called it the superhero antioxidant that you've never heard of. Now, glutathione is the chief biomarker for health and lifespan. You can literally measure somebody's glutathione level and you have a good indication of how healthy they are and how long that they're going to live. It's described as the master antioxidant. It protects your power plants of your cells, which is your mitochondria. It helps to recycle other antioxidants such as vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, coenzyme Q10, SOD. It is a major player in the body. It's such a major player in the body that God didn't leave it up to your diet for you to have it. In fact, this is one of those ingredients that your body makes every single day. It is necessary for life. I've heard one researcher describe that you would die faster running out of glutathione glutathione than you would running out of water or oxygen. And so it is an essential nutrient that's involved in every cell of the body. It's so important. It's also involved in all three phases of detoxification. And so when you think about the environment that we live in today and how toxic it is, how important having your glutathione levels high to deal with those toxins, to help mobilize them and get them out of the body. And finally, it is called the currency of the immune system. Literally, the white cells and the T cells need glutathione in order to do their job, to effectively operate the immune system and accomplish their goal. Now, remember I told you that your body makes glutathione? That's part of the story, but the other part of the story that's so scary is the fact that your body makes it, but you can't get glutathione from eating it. You see, when you eat glutathione, your digestive system actually chops it up into little pieces, and it's no longer glutathione. In other words, it digests it down beyond the level of glutathione. And so it's dependent upon your body to make it. And when you measure glutathione levels, at age 21, statistically on average, is the highest amount that you're ever going to make. And every year after that, it decreases by about 1% per year. And so it is a straight line decline from about the age of 21 right down to death in regard to your glutathione levels. And so researchers for decades now have known that if there was some significant way to increase your glutathione levels, it's going to have a major impact on your health. But remember, the challenge that we're dealing with here with glutathione is you can't eat it. So you see, glutathione is high in asparagus. It's also in garlic and onions and a lot of other highly nutritious foods that we're familiar with. But when you eat those foods, the digestive systems break down the glutathione, so they're no longer glutathione once they get into your body. It would be like if you had a bunch of bills to pay, and when somebody came to give you money to be able to pay those bills, they ran them through the paper shredder first. How excited would you be? Now, we all know that glutathione now has such a major impact on the health of the body, and so they've been looking for ways to increase those levels any way they can. And just like with vitamin C, one of the only ways to really dramatically raise your glutathione levels would be to go and to the hospital or to a clinic and have a glutathione IV. Now, that's expensive. In fact, I've heard it ranges anywhere from $200 to $600 per treatment. And the only ones that seem to be able to afford that are professional athletes, which are a high level of people. And in fact, they're the largest group right now going in for glutathione IVs because of how much it helps them to improve their performance, their recovery cycle. Basically, it reduces the damage that they're doing when they're working out so they can recover faster and reach new plateaus. So it's huge, but only with those that have that type of income who can spend $200 to $600 a day to have a glutathione IV, or those who are fighting some really serious health challenges and they want to explore and see whether raising those glutathione levels are going to be that component that's going to take them, see some results in what they're fighting. Now, the final character in our story today about our brand new product is a substance called phosphatidylcholine. Phosphatidylcholine is another huge player in the body that you maybe have never heard of before, but it is unique, just like vitamin C and glutathione, that people with higher levels of phosphatidylcholine live healthier and longer lives than those that don't. As you can see, all three of these are like biomarkers of health and longevity. Phosphatidylcholine has been described as the designer molecule. It is the main ingredient that makes up your cell membranes or your cell walls. This keeps your cells soft and supple so that nutrients and toxins can move in and out of the cell very freely. It is very important for important cellular communication. Now, the highest levels of phosphatidylcholine are found in your liver, and they're also found in your brain. Obviously, two organs that you want to be functioning at their optimum. Now, another what I consider scary statistic about phosphatidylcholine is that it is on a straight line decline from birth until death, just like glutathione is. Now, some researchers that I've come across have said by the age of 90, you've lost 90% of your phosphatidylcholine levels. And we have all heard that, we talk about baby soft skin, and you talk about somebody who's late in years and how their skin can become leathery. This is part of that whole story that's being told. This is a major component of the aging process, is the body's natural loss of phosphatidylcholine. Now, again, phosphatidylcholine is one of those things that you can get from your food. However, your body does make it. It's making it every single day. It's making as much of it as it can. But as I talked about, your decline of phosphatidylcholine is almost a straight line from birth to death. Now, because of the understanding of this substance and how important it is, they're now doing phosphatidylcholine IVs as well, just like with vitamin C, just like with glutathione, because it is a clear biomarker for health and longevity, and it's a major player. Now, here is the breakthrough. Here is the exciting news that I get to share with you today. Science has now developed a way to take phosphatidylcholine, and it makes what is called a liposome, which is basically an oily bubble. And inside that oily bubble, they can put things like vitamin C and glutathione. And through our special manufacturing process, this particular technology has allowed us to package vitamin C and glutathione in small, nano-sized bubbles of phosphatidylcholine. And here's what happens. When you ingest that, when it's into your mouth, it starts to absorb through your skin. As it goes down your throat, it starts to absorb through the skin in your throat. It gets into your upper stomach and so forth. It passes directly into your bloodstream. And what this allows you to do is it allows you for the first time to get significant amounts of three ingredients that have been very difficult to get into your body and delivered right into your cells. So think about this for a moment. People are taking vitamin C IVs to get their levels up. They're taking glutathione IVs to get their levels up. They're taking phosphatidylcholine IVs to get their level up. And now you have the ability, through a supplement from NatureRich, to raise all three levels of these major life-giving substances into your body through one simple source. It is a breakthrough that is substantial. Now, the next slide that I'm showing here is rather technical here, but what I want to show you is part of our technological breakthrough is the ability not only to make these microscopic phosphatidylcholine bubbles and put the vitamin C and the glutathione inside of it, but to do it in such a way that the concentration of these microscopic bubbles is massive through our production. And so they're very small, like from anywhere from 50 to 300 nanometers. And if you look over on the right and compare that to others who've tried to accomplish this technology, they just do not get the concentration of these smaller bubbles. Smaller bubbles means higher absorption, means more benefit of the product getting into your body, getting into your cells for maximum effectiveness and efficacy. And so this is a major health player in regard to the product. I want to share a little bit of my personal testimony. Since I've been on this product, I feel 15 years younger than before I started taking this product. I've seen changes in my skin. I've seen changes in my gum health. I've seen changes in my physical performance and stamina. I've seen huge changes in my mood and my ability to handle stress. And it is absolutely my favorite nutritional product that I've ever taken. In fact, I had to go right into the home office of NatureRich and walk in to the owners and have them call the lab. I wanted to know how much of this product I could take because I was seriously nervous that I'd want to take too much of it. Folks, it's that much of a feel-good button. This is a product that you're going to want to enjoy for the rest of your life. Now, the pricing of the product is for a customer. It's $59 a bottle plus shipping, and then for distributors you can get it down from $49 a bottle all the way up to the 12-pack, which gets it under $42 a bottle. And some people have said to me, Eric, this seems like to be an expensive product. In fact, folks, this is a very cost-effective product. When you think about one treatment of glutathione as an IV costs $200, and one dose of the glutathione at the retail level is less than $2.50. That's over 100-fold savings of being able to take the product in this fashion. Now, in some of the research that I've looked at, the uptake is very comparable. Some research has said even better than than IVs and the ability to not only get it into the blood but actually to be absorbed into the cell. So this is major. It is the reason that's major is now we have a more practical way to get these three substances into our body and into our cells, and it's major because it's now reduced the cost of these getting these important substances by a factor of over 100. And when you think of the impact that that can have on the people that we know, love, and care about, it is fantastic. So whether you're looking to feel good, look great, stay young, or whether you're looking for an opportunity to reach out to others with a product that can truly change lives, you have found it here with Liposomal Glutathione with vitamin C. I hope this presentation has been helpful to you. I look forward to hearing your stories and your testimonies as you share this product with those around you and take it yourself. And with that, have a great day, and thanks for listening.